So I come out of meditation, I look at my family tree. I see now that my great grandmother was pregnant with my grandmother at the time that she had to flee Kiev in that pregnancy because the Jewish people were being placed in pogroms. And there was some part of me that knew that that was part of this story and that that was ready to be known and to be grieved.
Wow. Wow, these are so profound. And you know what? I hope everyone's getting this. It's not linear. This is where our intuition, the deeper knowing, the unconscious. I think of the body keeps the score, right? The cellular memory. And also want to highlight the importance of having some sort of practice where we can go in. For me, meditation as well. And listening to you to be able to get that information and to be able to connect the dots just adds to your healing. It adds to the whole understanding and I would imagine compassion, way more compassion.
Yeah. And just even in the telling of it now, because I really never linked those three stories together. And in the telling of it now, I just looped back to my 22-year-old with those little feet going, going, going. The part of me in chronic flight, I remember one time I was listening to a lecture on generational trauma, and the speaker said that when we have ancestors that had to flee, we carry those flight patterns inside of us.
That's powerful. Yeah. And I would imagine many, many listening right now have some ancestor from some other place that many of us have experienced that. Yeah. Can you say a little more? Something is telling me to go more into these traumas that may not be one generation back. I think it'd be helpful, and there's a part of me, I'm curious, Ariel, too, how far back do we need to heal, right? So if we've, ancestors go back how many hundreds of generations? Like, we're not talking about, hundreds back. We're talking five back, four, like what? Otherwise this could be, I feel like, do I just heal every day? That's what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm making sense with the question, but where do we focus on? Where do we focus the healing on?
I think it speaks to why, in a sense, healing feels like a lifelong journey because
Yeah.
it is. And, that's important to recognize that. But at this point on the planet, most of us are endowed with generations worth of unfinished business. But that isn't necessarily all a bad thing.